All right? Shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites. I had to prophesy the downfall of this kingdom. We want to start out by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Bahashim, YAHAWASHI, Bahashim, Kakadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect brothers who pushing the truth week in, week out, and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right?
Today we're going to be dealing with suffering. Suffering for the Lord, in your daily life. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people think that when you come to serve the Lord, everything's going to be all peachy and cream. Because why? The church logic is saying, okay, you come to church, you know what I'm saying, give your time, everything ain't going to happen to you. Well, that's a lie, man. You know what I'm saying? The scripture tells us that we're going to suffer for the Lord, man. And part of that suffering is even when we come into Jacob's trouble, meaning what? Trouble for Israel, and we partake of that now. They just haven't grown up yet, you know what I'm saying? They haven't become on a worldwide scale yet. You know, everything is still kind of good here in America, even though Jacob, meaning you Israelites, you make on like, you know, America. Even some of y'all are suffering right now. Some of y'all losing your job. Some of y'all are being put out of your home. Some of y'all are having disruptions in your household. You know what I'm saying? The kids come against you. Your wife comes against you. You and your wife are at odds with each other. You know what I'm saying? That's part of even taking stuff. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Okay. Go ahead, bro.
It's Ecclesiastes 2:1. It said, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
You have to prepare yourself for temptation, man. What is the temptation? Everything that you're going to be faced with in this lifetime, man. You know what I'm saying? You may lose your job with some of these things. Does that mean you're not a man of the Lord? No. That's just part of the temptation. You know what I'm saying? Co-workers may come against you wrong to say. Does that mean that you're evil or wicked? No. That's just part of the temptation, man, that the Lord warns us about. And a lot of you people in the church, you're not faced with these temptations. Because why? You're in comfort because you're doing the will of faith. See what I'm saying? Oh. See what I'm saying? So, hey, so a lot of them temptations is going to be dealing with your daily life. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be a cakewalk in this truth. It's not. You're going to suffer here in America, man. Right. You're going to suffer in your life, man. That's part of being in the truth. What does the scripture say? The servant is no greater than his Lord, man, or it's not. Meaning Yahawashi suffered, and if we call ourselves followers of Yahawashi, well, we got to put our money where our mouth is. We're going to suffer too. You know? Go ahead, bro.
All right, verse 2, it says, set thy heart aright.
Meaning get your mind right, you know what I'm saying? Focus on the things you got to go through, man, in this life. Go ahead.
And constantly endure.
And constantly endure. You see what I'm saying? You got to deal with your suffering. You know what I'm saying? You start suffering, you can't be like, oh, I'm following that too. This is getting too hard. No, you're not enduring your sufferings, man. You're not enduring the struggles and the fight that you got to go through, man. You got to prove yourself. This is part of the Lord trying you and refining you as gold, man. You got to go through these things. You know what I'm saying? Even brothers gonna have disagreements, man. You got to go through these things. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, and that, it said, constantly endure and make not haste in the time of trouble.
It said, make not haste in the time of trouble. Meaning what? Don't be so quick to run, man. Don't be so quick to give up on the Lord, man. It said, make not haste in your time of trouble. You know what I'm saying? So, let's say you're driving down the road, you just got a brand new car, all of a sudden you got a flat tire, now you done rolled into the ditch. That means it said, don't make haste in the time of trouble. Meaning what? Yeah, you're going to get a little upset, but guess what? You're supposed to pray to the Lord. Lord, help me, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't start getting all carnal, man, getting out kicking your car. F this car and F you and F the salesman that gave me the car. No, you still remain spiritual. It's just Satan, man, taking you through hell. See what I'm saying? That's part of your tribulation. You got to go through this, man. You Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, this is our punishment because we disobeyed the Heavenly Father, man. So as punishment as a child, hey, you're gonna be dealing with certain things. Hey, the parent may put punishment. Hey, take away your TV. Well, you gotta deal with not watching TV. That's the same thing in this truth, man. We disobey the Heavenly Father, so guess what? We gotta suffer for the Lord, man. Go ahead, bro.
I want to make a point.
Yeah, go ahead.
It said and constantly endure, man. So that means you're going to constantly go through BS, man. All right? That means this life is not going to be easy for you at all, man. But I'm going to read this precept, Matthew 24:13. It says, "But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved." So there's a gift for you enduring, man. All right? For you enduring, for YAHAWASHI, man, you're going to inherit the kingdom of heaven, man. All right? So you're not going to go through these things for nothing, man. For nothing. All right? The Lord is not putting you through these things just because he wants to wear you out, man. He's teaching you a lesson, man, on how to live righteously. All right? I'll go back to Ecclesiastes. It says, verse 3, it says, Ecclesiastes, Sirach 2 and 3. It said, "Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the latter end," at the last end. You know? So that's what we're doing, man. We're doing this so in the end we can inherit the kingdom of heaven, man. So we can be joint heirs with YAHAWASHI, man. All right? We're trying to be one of those elect men, the hierarchy in the kingdom, man. All right? We're not doing this for fun, just because we want to go through something, man. This hell that we catch is not fun, man. And it's going to get worse when Jacob's trouble get here, man. All right?
Galatians 6 and 12. Because as many desire to make a fair show in the flesh, they constrain you to be circumcised. Only least they should suffer persecution for the cross of the Mashiach. Right, we're gonna catch hell, man, to walk in this thing, man. Hey, the Lord suffered a lot, man, a lot of persecution. He went out, man. The scribes and the Pharisees came up against him constantly, man. Denied who he was, man. Even though he did miracles, they still denied him, man. Even our own people, man. When we went through Egypt, and the Lord showed us signs and wonders, man, we denied him, man. But he went through persecution. He called hell, man. All right, then he died, man. All right, they hung him and he died and he bled for us, man. Right?
Right. Hey,
so,
go
ahead, bro.
Hey, a lot of our ancient prophets died for this truth, man.
Right.
Some of them were stoned, beheaded, all right, cut in half, boiled. A lot of the prophets went through excruciating death, man.
Right.
And they still went out with a bang, calling YAHAWASHI, man. And YAHAWASHI, he suffered the worst death known to man.
Yeah, bro.
And we can't get past our car being on flat, man. Or us not being able to pay our rent. We be stuck in, man. But the ancient prophets went through way more than that, man. YAHAWASHI didn't even have a place to rest his head, man. All right? Go ahead, bro.
Yep, and that's the thing. Thing about this truth too, man. A lot of you are not willing to suffer, man. Y'all think suffering is a bad thing. You start getting weak, man, because you go through a little hell. Ain't nothing to say, man. You go through a little hell, you almost walk all this room. You gonna come walk right here by on the sign. You know what I'm saying? But see, that's another thing. Like I said, through the Spirit, a lot of men in this truth hate to suffer, man, for the Lord. Right? You always want to be looked at in a good light, but it's not meant in this truth, man, to be looked at in a good light. We gotta suffer for the Lord, man.
Right.
We gotta prove. Matter of fact, since you in Galatians, bro, you in Galatians 6. Go up to Galatians 6 and matter of fact, Galatians 6 and 3 and 4. Read down to verse read down to verse 5.
Galatians chapter 6, verse 3.
You know.
You said 6 and 3, bro? This is Galatians chapter 6, verse 3. It says, for if a man thinking himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself.
And that's what's going on here in Israel and abroad in the world. Especially when it comes to this Bible, man. You got people that think just because you get like 4 or 5 likes on your video, now you start feeling yourself. You start putting yourself on the pedestal thinking you that dude and you not, man. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, but let every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone and not in another.
That's right. Let the Lord esteem you, man.
Right.
You don't put yourself on no pedestal. We're nothing but dirt and ashes, man. We have no reason to be feeling ourselves or being proud here on this earth, man. We suffering, man. We can't even get ourselves out of debt with finger hut. See what I'm saying? But yet you think you're on some type of level, man. You get what I'm saying? You in debt with credit card debt, man. You owe $300, but yet you think you're on some type of level. You can't even pay that off. See what I'm saying? Keep going, bro. We got a bunch yeah. Yep. Read verse 5.
It says, for every man shall bear his own burden.
Yep. Every man shall bear his own burden, man. Meaning you gotta suffer your own thing was meant for you to suffer, man. It might not be meant for this brother to suffer what I suffer. It might not be meant for me to suffer what this brother suffer. Even though we bear one another's burden, but still, that's his hell he gotta catch. He gotta deal with. See what I'm saying? Even though we pray for one another, we lift each other up, but his suffering might not be the same as mine. Vice versa. That don't mean we're not men of the Lord. It just means every man has his own trials and tribulations he got to go through. He got to prove himself to the Lord. Man. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Lord want him to prove himself through. Just like with Job. You didn't see nobody else in the scripture that suffered boils like Job did.
James, man.
See what I'm saying?
That's the scripture in James, and 1 and like 8 of it. But it says, I'm going to get it real quick.
Yeah, get it. You see what I'm saying? That David didn't suffer the sufferings that Job went through. Job didn't suffer the sufferings that King David went through.
Nah, bro.
See what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Because just like the scripture said, the Lord don't put more on you than you can bear, man.
Right.
So I might not be able to take what the Lord sending this brother through, man. And he might not be able to take what he's sending me through, man. YAHAWASHI deal with everybody differently, man, because he know certain brothers can take certain things a little rougher than other brothers, and certain brothers, he gonna test you in your own way, though. You gonna catch it in your own way, man.
Right. My weakness is not this brother's weakness.
Yeah,
this brother's weakness is not my weakness, man. So YAHAWASHI is testing you according to your weakness, man. Okay, I'm gonna get this in James real quick. This is James chapter 1. I'm gonna start at verse 12. It said, blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. It said, let no man say when he is tempted.
Now it said, blessed is he that endureth. It didn't say curse. Because a lot of y'all think that when you go through hell, you're not a man of the Lord. No, that's not true. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord puts you through hell to try you, that's you proving yourself as a man of the Lord, man. See what I'm saying? We don't have a 1,000 people out here clapping their hands. Yeah, good job. Preach the word. No, that don't mean we're not men of the Lord, because the truth is not meant for everybody. This is something for us to prove ourselves to YAHAWASHI. Like he told us to offer our body up as a living sacrifice in Romans 12:1. That's something for us to prove ourselves, man, to YAHAWASHI. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of Yahawah. For Yahawah cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man.
Right. But the Lord don't tempt you with evil, man. Now he'll let, like he did Job, He'll let Satan come and tempt you. But like the Lord said, you could try him, but don't take his life. Meaning spare his life. Because that was like a bet the Lord made between him and Satan that Job wouldn't flip. And Job didn't. He maintained his integrity. Even though Job caught hell with them bodily sores, them boils, you know what I'm saying? He lost all his family, he lost all his wealth, all his substance, but he still called on YAHAWASHI. That made him a man of integrity. And guess what? The Lord blessed him double time of what he had. He blessed him sevenfold of what he had before, man. Why? Because he endured that hardness as a good soldier. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It said, but every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust.
See, of his own. You're tempted when you're drawn away of your own lust, your own desire. That's all lust means. Lust is nothing bad. The church make it seem like it's something bad, but it's not. Oh, you lusting after this woman. No, it's not bad that he desired this woman as long as she's not married to another man. See what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with desiring things. We lust after what? More knowledge, wisdom, understanding. We lust after the kingdom of heaven.
Man, the scripture say he'll give you the desires of your heart, man.
That's lust.
That's right, man.
See what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with that, man. See, that's why these churches don't have the truth, man. See what I'm saying? And that's part of this trials and tribulations too, that you got people in the church that come against us, calling us false prophets. So be it. We're doing this for the Lord, not for you, man. Because if it was left up to you, hey, we wouldn't get no salvation. We'll be doomed for life, man. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And also, to add on to what that brother said, when he give you that lust, it's usually something that you had in the world, man. Those worldly desires that you had, they're gonna flare back up, like if you was smoking. Sometimes you ain't smoked in years, and a demon will come like, man, you ought to fire up a cigarette, man. Like the other day, man, Satan tried to say, man, you might go and smoke you a blunt. I ain't smoked in I don't even know how many years, man. But when I was in the world, that's what I love to do. I love to stay high all day long, man. But them lusts, you can't fault them lustful desires, man. All right? That's why he said what he say? He said, but every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust, man. The things that you desire that are worldly, man. That's a different kind of lust, man. You can lust after the kingdom, like brother just said, or you can lust after things that you ain't supposed to lust after them, man.
Yeah.
So you gotta watch those things, man.
A lot of y'all fall out of the truth over getting your hair lined up, over a woman.
Lust.
You know what I'm saying? You let the cares of this world pull you away from the truth, man.
That's worldly lust, man.
Get tried.
That's right. That's like you church pastors. Y'all get pulled away from the true understanding of the Bible for what? To fulfill your lustly desires of the world, man.
Right.
You want to get $1 million in your bank account so people can esteem you and put you up in high prestige as being a man of the Lord. When you're nothing. Like the scriptures say, when you think to be something and you're not, you deceive it yourself, meaning you lie to yourself. See what I'm saying? And that's what goes on in a lot of these churches, man. Oh, Reverend Durong, you sure preached a mighty sermon. Okay, what did he teach about? I don't know. He said something about prosperity, but it only benefited him. See what I'm saying? You're fulfilling the lust of your own body, man. The Lord tell you not to eat pork, but your desires, man. My grandma, you say that, man. My grandma sure makes a mean pork chop. See what I'm saying? You're fulfilling your desires of your own spirit, man. When the Lord told you that's an abomination, you shall not touch it, but instead, oh, it's not what goes in your mouth that defiles you. See what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
This is 1 John 2:15. It said, love not the world, these are the things that are in the world.
The Lord said, love not the world, these are the things that are in the world. Yeah, we got to survive in this world to make it, but it said, love not the things of the world, nor the things that are in the world. Meaning what? Well, like, what's coming up soon? Halloween. See what I'm saying? That's something you're not supposed to love of the world, but you people love it, man. You finna get ready and get your $100 costume ready for one night. to fulfill your lust and desire. You people in the church, you finna get dressed up as a Bible character, you know what I'm saying, on Halloween to fulfill your desire. Oh, we're not doing the worldly thing like Halloween. We having Halloween. It's still the same idea of philosophy, man. Right. You fulfilling the desires of your body, of your own body, your own desires. See what I'm saying? Oh, I want everybody's gonna be amazed and shocked at my costume of Abraham. I look like Abraham. How you gonna look like Abraham if you're an Edomite? Abraham was an Israelite. He had dark skin, not leprosy of the skin. See what I'm saying?
Hey, most of these church people say that they don't love the world, man. But how do you show YAHAWASHI that you love it, man? You do the things that he says in the scripture. How do you show the world that you love them? By doing the things that the world tells you to do, like celebrate Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving. Those are things, that's how you show that the world, that you love this world, man.
There's another example of people loving the world. You got people riding on this like trolley cart that you gotta pedal. These people are willing to get soaking wet just to be seen by people drinking and pedaling the cart. That's stupidity. That's the love of the world, man. Right? You willing to sell your soul for a beer to get soaking wet by rain just to be saying, oh, I rode that cart. I drove this trolley cart. That's the desires of the world, man. These American people are stupid, man. They're not thinking about the Lord. The Lord is not at all in their thoughts. See what I'm saying? The Lord is not at all in their thoughts. You get what I'm saying? Y'all gonna fail, man. That's some thoughts, man. This is holy ground. People fail to realize that, man. You know? But see, the thing about it is, you gotta keep your eye focused on the Lord. It's not about you. It's about the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem even these church people have, and even people of Israel have. They're afraid to take themselves out of the equation. They think it's about them when it's not, man. It's about serving and pleasing YAHAWASHI, who the world called God and Jesus Christ.
That's right, bro. That's right.
Them is your creator, so you got to fulfill their desires. Their desires is for you to what? Follow them. Keep their law, statutes, commandments. Make them happy.
Look, the scriptures also say you cannot serve two masters, man.
Right.
You're going to love one and you're going to hate the other, man.
Right.
Hey, people say that they love the Lord, but do opposite of what the scriptures tell them to do, man. You really love the world and acting like you love the Lord, man. It's all an act to you, man.
Right. Your Lord is Satan, man.
That's right, man.
It's not the Heavenly Father and the Son, YAHAWASHI, it's Satan, man.
That's right.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. You got something?
It says, love not the world, these are things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
See, it said if any man love the world, meaning the love of the Father is not in him. So if you love going to the barbershop, getting your hair lined up so you can look good for the women, even though you come out here in the Israelite garment and you break the law, statutes, commandments of the Heavenly Father, but you do it just to get that pat on the back so the world can love you. It said if any man loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him, man.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Because it takes a special kind of person to go against what the world say to please the Lord.
That's right, bro.
I always tell brothers, you gotta have thick skin, and it's true, and that's true, man, because the world come at you so hard and so wickedly, you gotta be willing to suffer for the Lord, man.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Because our prize is what? Salvation. More knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the scripture. Right. Our prize is what? The kingdom of heaven, man. Right. To hell with the world, man. The world is gonna die anyway. These people in the world is gonna die. They're gonna get burnt up. They're gonna get burnt to a crisp. So their opinion don't matter, man. Go ahead.
It said, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but of the world.
It is not of the Father, but of the world. Because why? You're fulfilling the lust of the world, man. You're trying to please the world. You're not trying to please the Heavenly Father. The Lord tell you not to do this, but you say, nah, Lord, the world said I can do this. Right? This feels better to me. Oh, this feels so good on my skin. That's how you people are in the world, man. You see what I'm saying? You're just basking in the glow of wickedness. Oh my goodness. But then you'll sit there and say, oh my God, this feels so good. See what I'm saying? You people out there committing adultery. See what I'm saying? Oh my God, this feels so good. You enjoy your wickedness, man. The Lord tell you not to do it, oh no, I can't do that. Well, I guess I'm gonna go be a Muslim. Or I guess I'm gonna go be a Seventh-day Adventist, or Jehovah Witness, or Mormon. Or I'm gonna go to the Baptist church. I can't do what you say, Lord. It takes too much responsibility, Lord. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't have time for the Lord, man. You make more time for Satan than you do for the Lord.
That's right.
But then you want the Lord to bless you. Oh, Lord, let me win this $1 billion. But yeah, you commit adultery. You're committing fornication, which is the worship of other idols. It's not no sex before marriage. That's an oxymoron. Sex is marriage. You know what I'm saying? You got some more of that? Okay. You got yours? Go ahead, bro.
This book of Hebrews 11 and 24. This is an example.
Actually, start up at Hebrews 11 and what is it, 9 or 10, where it said, the Lord loveth the chastity. Hebrews 11. Start at Hebrews 11 and actually started at verse 1. And then
Up to 6.
yeah, I started 1 and then 6.
This is Hebrews chapter 11 and 1. It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. All right, because we can't see the Lord. All right, but we hoping. All right, we praying and we pleading with the Lord, man, daily, man, to forgive us. We hoping that we the hopeful elect, man, and we can't see the Lord, but we reverence Him and praise Him, man, and we fear Him, and that's why we out here right now, because we fear YAHAWASHI. We keep the commandments that was given unto us, man. All right, and that's a part of faith. All right.
Also add to what bro said, is believing in the prophecies, man. All right, that's where your faith is gonna kick in tremendously, man. Believing in what the YAHAWASHI said in His Word, man. A lot of this stuff haven't happened yet, but we believe it's gonna happen. How do we believe that? We got the faith. The Lord, the words of faith shall keep on faith.
That's right.
All right. The Lord also said He's not a man that He should lie. So we believe when He says something that it's gonna happen.
That's right.
All right.
Now, even though we haven't seen the Lord in the physical form on this side, we know that He's real because a lot of His prophecies have come to pass. But the Lord has actually showed Himself to us through His spirit of power. Like I said, we haven't seen Him in the physical form. We haven't seen the nails through His hands and feet, but we know He exists.
That's right.
Through His word and through His spirit that He has shown to us, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? In the form of what? Miracles, prophecies being taken place, things that's happening here on this earth, man. There's only one book that has told us of these things that happen, and it come true, man. You know what I'm saying? It manifests itself before our eyes, and to us and to everybody else in the world, man.
That's right.
Everybody, even atheists, are starting to believe in the power of the Lord. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That's right. The Lord always said us faithful.
Right.
All right. It says for by it the elders obtained a good report. All right, I'm gonna jump down to so I'm gonna go to 3. It says through faith we understand that the world was framed by the word of the Most High, but of the things which are seen were not made of the things which do appear. Right, man. Ain't no man made the ocean. All right, ain't no man made the stars. And we know that the Lord formed all this, man, and all this was formed with the word, man. All right.
And who is that word? YAHAWASHI.
That's right.
That's right, man. He made molecules combined together to make solids, man.
That's right. Right.
Things that are invisible, He put them together to make visible, man.
That's right.
All right.
And now the so-called white man is at the point now he has to admit it. All right, because through all his experiments, he says, hey, there's no way that a lot of scientists are saying there's no way this Big Bang Theory happened, man. Hey, because y'all, hey, they know that the Lord made things too perfect. All right? Because anytime man makes something, it's not perfect, man. It's always messed up, man. Right. But the Lord made things perfect, man. But the wickedness of this world, man, destroys it perfectly. Because the world was made for us, for our sake, man. All right?
But the Lord, see the thing about it, the Lord makes everything in perfect balance and harmony. Right. Man makes it out of balance, out of harmony. Right. See what I'm saying? So the scientists ain't got no choice but to say that there's a higher power that created all this. See what I'm saying? Because if that's the case, then the Big Bang will continue going on right now.
That's right.
See what I'm saying? Just like when he lied, Esau lied a couple of weeks ago, saying that we was going to have meteor attack or comet attacks. You know what I'm saying? Because if those are comets or meteors, they'd have been burnt up in the Van Allen's belt through radiation. They wouldn't even made it through the Earth's atmosphere. So what y'all seen with those fireballs that crashed, that was Esau's device. I believe through the spirit, Esau was trying to make UFOs. See what I'm saying? And they crashed and burned on the Earth's surface, man. Because if those were chariots of the Lord, they wouldn't have crashed.
Right.
Those are spiritual machines. Those are spiritual beings. So you mean to tell me they could take shape and they could shape shift and make themselves bigger or smaller and go between the dimensions of Earth and outer space, but yet they can't control themselves when they come to Earth and fly and then crash? No. That was Esau's device, man. Like the scripture say, lest Satan should get an advantage over us, we're not ignorant of his devices, man.
That's right, bro.
See what I'm saying?
And we know that Big Bang Theory to be a hoax, man.
That's right.
Because nothing comes from an explosion but destruction, man.
That's right.
You can't make nothing explode and something perfect comes out of it, man. It makes no sense, man. That's against what you call you scientists say, man. Mm-hmm. There's nothing that explodes and then makes something perfect, man.
Civilization.
That's right, man. An explosion brings destruction, man.
That's right.
Hey, go blow something up and see if you can make something perfect out of it, man. Go light a TNT, 2 TNT sticks of dynamite about a pumpkin and see what happens, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
That's right, man. That goes against the laws of nature.
That's right, man. That don't make no sense.
Against the laws of YAHAWASHI, that goes against his laws, man.
Right, man. That don't make no sense. And only you simple-minded people believe that, man. But like bro just said, man, unless Satan get advantage of us, we're not ignorant to his devices, man.
Right.
And through the spirit of power, YAHAWASHI, we know what's lies and what's truth, man.
Right, man.
But if it didn't come out these scriptures, man, it ain't happening, man.
That's right.
Hey, we seen chariots of the Lord.
Right.
We seen those fireballs in the sky.
That's right, man.
They ain't crashing land. They flew through the sky above our head where we can see them. They just disappeared. Vanished in the thin air, bro. We seen it, man.
With our own eyes.
See what I'm saying? We even got videos of it.
That's right.
and that go back to what we were saying. The Lord sent us faith boosters.
That's right,
But
man.
that was a faith booster. Because we read about the chariots in the scriptures, man. And then the Lord showed us the chariots. So that's them jewels that the Lord give us, man. Right. When we walking after him and we trusting in him and having faith. All right? That was a faith builder, man, for our whole camp, you know?
Right.
Hebrews 11 and 6, he jumps to 6. It says, but without faith, it is impossible to please him.
Yep. Without faith, it is impossible to please him. So even you people in the church, man, you're not pleasing the Lord because you're not showing your faith. Well, what does the scripture say? Show me your faith, show faith without works, and I'll show you my faith by my works.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So it is impossible to please YAHAWASHI without faith, man. The Lord put you through a trial and tribulation. The only way you're going to pass it is through faith. Because the Lord is going to deliver you out of that trial and tribulation. Right. See what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
It says, but without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is.
What's the Lord's name? YAHAWAH. He is, meaning he to be or he exists. Right. See what I'm saying? So without faith it is impossible to please him. See what I'm saying? You can't say, I got faith in the Lord, but you're not showing your faith. Some of y'all Man, some of you are scared to show your faith, man. You're not even willing to put down pork. But you saying you love the Lord and got faith in the Lord.
Ain't got no faith, bro.
See what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
It says, he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
Them that diligently seek him. Not some that halfway seek him or seek him when they feel like it. No, it says diligently seek him. How does the Lord reward you? Well, pulling you through that trial and tribulation.
Right.
He may pay a light bill for you. He may bless you with gas money to get to work. He may bless your family with food to eat. See what I'm saying? He'll bless you with more knowledge and understanding of his word, man.
Right.
But he's saying he's a rewarder to them that diligently seek him, man. You can't seek him when you feel, oh, I guess at 8 o'clock tonight, I guess I'll seek him for 30 minutes. The Lord ain't gonna bless you for that, man. The Lord is gonna laugh at you. Like, what this dude think he doing, man? See what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro. How you doing?
I'm gonna put an example on this. Hebrews 11 and 24. It says, by faith, by faith Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. All right, so he refused all that because he is gonna have worldly fame, man. He put all that off, you know. It says, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasures of sins for a season, man. And that's what we're doing. We're not trying to enjoy the things for a season, man. We're trying to get that heavenly reward. We're trying to get that crown, man. So the ways of this world we don't care about, man.
Say, the scriptures say, put ye treasures up in heaven, man.
Right.
All right. So that's what we're doing, man. We can care less about this world, man. We storing our treasures up in heaven, man. We trying to make it to the kingdom, man.
Right.
So that's what we're doing. What it takes by doing what YAHAWASHI said in His word, man. And the scripture saying, James, be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own self, man. All right, so you can't say, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and you're not doing it, man. Or I believe in doing this, but you're not doing it, man. You're deceiving your own self.
The scriptures say, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all these things shall be added unto you. But you gotta seek the Lord first, man.
Right.
You gotta seek his face first, man.
Right.
What the scripture say? Matter of fact, I'll get it. It said, if I come and knock, I'll come at the door and knock. Yeah, come. See what I'm saying? Because that's seeking the Lord, man. If the Lord wants to deal with you, he gonna come and knock, man. He gonna come and knock at the door. That's why the scripture ought to say, break up your fallow ground, meaning in your mind, man. Get ready, man, for the Lord to come and sup with you. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to find the scripture right quick. About the Lord coming to the door and knock. Revelation 3:20. Get the scripture right quick. Like the Lord coming to the door and knock, man. Revelation.
This is Revelation 3:20. It says, behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come into him and will sup with him, and he with me.
That's right. So the Lord, see, that's the thing. The Lord has to choose you to come to the door and even knock at your door. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to come to you in the spirit and want to give you his deep, dark saying and his deep, dark parables, man, of his word, man. The understanding of his word. You have to be chosen by the Lord. That's why we said we pray that we have the hope for the elect.
That's right.
So we understand the words of the Lord. Everybody don't understand the words of the Lord, man. Just because you go to church, that don't mean you understand the words of the Lord. You don't understand the words that this preacher is telling you at that point in time. But he's not even breaking down the scripture. He said, if any man hear my voice, and who is the ones to hear his voice? Israel, the elect of Israel. Because the scripture said, my sheep shall hear my voice. Who is the Lord's sheep? Israel. They tell you that in Matthew the 10th chapter, or I think the 5th chapter, I'm only sent but to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's it. See what I'm saying? So the Lord has to be dealing with you in order to even for him to come to your door and knock. See what I'm saying? That's a man. That's a special privilege for the Lord to come and knock at your door. Then to come to your house. Your door is at your house. What is your house? Your body. Your body is the temple of the Lord, man. See what I'm saying? And that's a great honor and glory for the Lord to come and knock at your door, then come to your dwelling place, your spirit, and knock for you to get this word, man.
Right.
For you to open the door. But you people, y'all not willing to open the door to the Lord.
Right.
Why? Because it takes a great responsibility to follow the Lord, man. See what I'm saying? Everybody can't follow the Lord, man. Even though some of you people think you are, but you're not. We don't, man, like, through the Spirit, the Lord has to put that Spirit on you to turn your back to the world to serve Him, man.
That's right.
You can't just wake up and say, oh, yeah, I'm a man of the Lord, but you're not following none of the things the Lord said. You're not a man of the Lord. You're a man of Satan. Niggas and flies. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly how it is, man. Go ahead. Yeah, no, preacher, go ahead.
This is, you got some on it, bro? This is 1 Peter 1:6. It says, wherein ye greatly rejoice, do now for a season, if you be ye in the heaviness, manifold temptation, that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than gold, Right, because it's going to be precious and all that stuff, because when you come over those things, man, the Lord, you're going to be trying in all type of different ways, man. Especially when you come into this truth, man. That's what right back to that scripture. When you come to serve the Lord, prepare ourselves with temptation. Because you're going to have trials, man. Especially when you start reading. All right? Because once you start reading, now the Lord going to test you. Are you believing in what you read? All right? So the Lord, you quit eating pork. All right? You started in the first week, then here come your cousin with a pork chop sandwich. Pass your face, man. All right? Hey, you start following law, statutes, and commandments, man. Here come people in the world, man, trying to make you fall off from that, man. That's a trial of your faith, all right? And that's why it's more precious than gold, man. Because that trial of your faith, man, when you defeat Satan, man, that's getting you closer and closer to spirituality when you have about YAHAWASHI, man. You know? A little bit more. It says that the trial of your faith being much more precious than of gold that perish, through it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory, and at the appearing of YAHAWASHI Mashiach. Right. At the appearing of the Lord gonna remember you went through those trials, man. And you stood tall for the Lord, man. The Lord gonna be like, my faithful servant.
And that take you back to Ezra, where they said, he put crowns upon their head to those that stood stiffly for the name of YAHAWASHI. Right. Stiffly means not being able to be moved. You know what I'm saying? Unmovable. Being stubborn for the Lord, man. And that's what it takes in this faith, is you have to be stubborn for the Lord. Stubborn against the world, man. Right. The world may say to do this will feel good, but the scripture says no. So what it tell you in Proverbs? Follow not a multitude to do evil, man. Right. See what I'm saying? That takes great faith to stand over here alone against the world when they follow the multitude to do evil, man. That takes great boldness and faith to believe in YAHAWASHI, man. Like everybody having fun over there, but you standing firm in the word of the Lord, like, no, that's not fun, that's wickedness, man. See what I'm saying?
Straight and narrow.
That's right, and the Lord is going to reward you for that, man.
That's right. Because the world always coming up against it, man. And people hate, just like me and a brother, we were sitting at the house last night, he was like, hey, people become your enemy, and he reverted back to that scripture. Am I your enemy because I tell you the truth? Yes, you their enemy, man, because people want to live in their wickedness. People are happy in their wickedness, man. And you coming up against that because you're a man of the Lord, man.
And what it says in the scripture, that hate them that rebuke it to the gate.
That's right, bro.
See what I'm saying? What does it mean by the gate? In the city, abroad, the opening places of the city, even around in your everyday life, man. Right. You know, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, because it's a standard being set right now, man. All right.
He hyped right now.
It's a standard being set, man. And people don't want to follow the standard. People want to do their own agenda, man. Hey, but we out here to follow the standard of the Lord, man. And the hell with everybody else, man. All you people are gonna die, man. And we looking for the reward of eternal life, man. We want to make it the first time.
Right.
We're not trying to be brought back to no brother's loin. We're not trying to waver from the Lord, man. We fight, man. And if you ain't fighting with us, you're an enemy to us, man.
Go ahead, bro. What the scriptures say, he that is not with me is against me. And he that against me is scattered abroad, man.
Right.
You know, go ahead, bro.
So Hebrews 12, chapter 12, verse 7. It said, if you endure chastening, Yahweh dealing with you as with sons.
Hold on, wait a minute, bro. Actually saw that.
Hebrews 12 and 1. It said, wherefore seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us.
It said run with patience. Patience means to what? Suffer. See what I'm saying? So we run this race enduring our suffering for what? The greater prize is what? Salvation, man.
Right.
See what I'm saying? We're not running no 40-yard dash, man. We're running. Okay.
We back up.
Go ahead.
It's a lot.
Yeah, we got to go through hoops and hurdles and trials and tribulation in order to make it to the kingdom of heaven, man. That road is not easy, man. Contrary to popular belief, because you people think that it's all about the mighty clouds of glory. No, man, you got to suffer hell for this truth, man.
That's right.
That's what's called bearing your cross. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It said, looking unto Yahawashi, the author and finisher of our faith.
The author and finisher of our faith, man. The beginning and the end, man. The author means what? That's what these scriptures are written of. And the finisher of our faith, meaning what? He's sitting on the right hand of the Father right now because his job is done. He completed his task. He's showing us the way of how to achieve the gift of salvation, to get that reward of everlasting life, man. What it tells us in Romans 15 and 4. Everything that was written aforetime was written for our learning, man.
That's right.
See what I'm saying? So Yahawashi, the author and the written of our faith, man. Go ahead.
And Yahawashi covered every aspect of life that you can think of, man. He was rich, as King Solomon. He was poor.
Right.
He grew up in the ghetto.
Right.
All right. Those days he didn't have nowhere to sleep.
Right.
All right. He endured friendships, friends turning their back on him.
Right.
Betraying him. He went through that. Betrayal.
Right.
He went through every aspect of life, so there's no excuse, man. And these are light afflictions. He put light afflictions on us, man. We're not going through the same thing he went through, man.
Right, bro.
Right. We're going through similarities, but to prove ourselves, man. We've been crucified, man.
He had,
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody spit in our face. Ain't nobody put up crown of thorns upon our head and beat us half to death, man.
Right.
You know? Go ahead, bro.
It says, looking unto Yahawashi, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame. And
he despised the shame, man. Some of y'all can't even take when a person from the world talk about your tennis shoes. Oh, them Nikes are ugly. They look like buddy. If you ready to fight. But but read that part again.
All right, it said, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of Yahweh.
He endured that despising, man. He endured that shame. We got to do the same thing, man. We got to be more YAHAWASHI minded, man, instead of ourself minded, man. See what I'm saying? We say we followers of YAHAWASHI. Well, hell, we got to prove it, man. Put our money where our mouth is, man. We can't be so quick to react in the flesh, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, Spirit been on me a lot, man. Because I watched this movie, and the movie said, and sometimes in order to win, you got to lose. See what I'm saying?
That's true.
And that's true.
Right, that's true.
Sometimes in order to win, you got to lose, man. See what I'm saying? And it hit home. That's the same way in this truth, man. A lot of people in this truth think we gotta win all the time. No, it's not meant for us to win all the time. This is captivity, man. This is slavery. This is punishment. When you locked up in jail, you don't win in jail. You don't win until you come out of those bars. When you get your freedom back, that's when you're winning, man. That's when we gonna win, when we receive our freedom, which is what? The kingdom of heaven, man. See what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
It said, for consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest ye be wearied and faint in your mind.
And who were those major sinners that came against Yahawashi? Israel. It wasn't, yeah, the Romans put him up on the cross, but Israel's the one that gave him up to be crucified.
Right.
They said, give us Barabbas, a murderer. That represents the world loving what? 2/3. They love his own. They love their like. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It said, ye have not yet resisted unto blood, striving against sin. And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastising of the Lord.
So when the Lord punish you, despise it not. But a lot of y'all in this faith, you despise the Lord's chastisement. Oh, maybe I'm not a man of the Lord. You start turning like you start becoming like Job's friend. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that means if the Lord punishes you, that means you've done something wicked. Because he had friends that came against him saying he was a wicked man because he was suffering those things. No. Sometimes you could be catching the hell because the Lord want to exalt his power. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is using you to magnify his power as faith builders to other brothers, man. Be like, damn, hey, that brother went through this, but hey, he still stood tall and he's still teaching the word. See what I'm saying? Those are meant to be faith builders.
Right.
Even faith builders for yourself. When you go through a certain situation and the Lord brings you out of that trouble, that's a faith builder for you to rejoice. Be like, yes, the water, Lord, for you to keep pushing. Not, damn, I got this light bill, I don't know how I'm gonna pay it. I'm $30 short, and they talking about cutting out my light bill. Well, I guess I ain't the man of the Lord. I'm finna fall out this truth. So I go out here and sell some weed to pay this $30 light bill. See what I'm saying? You done lost faith in the Lord. All the Lord wanted you to do is believe in him and be strong. And instead, you got weak and turned your back. Go ahead.
And also, the Lord trying to get your attention, he might send you through something, man. All right, we can ignore him for only so long, man. Before he starts jacking us up, man. I went through that in my personal life. Before I got in this truth, man. I went from having everything to not having nothing within a month. Having a house, car, clothes, crib, to not having nothing but my work clothes and a pair of underwear, man.
Yep.
All right? So things happen, man, for a reason, man.
Yep.
The Lord said he chastised those that he loves. So if you're going through it, man, sometimes you don't understand it. But that be the Lord trying to get your attention, man, about something. Or he's going to exalt you, like our brother just said, man. All right?
Hey, that's the Lord's way of humbling you to keep you on the straight and narrow.
That's right, man. That's right.
You know?
Come many different ways, too. Yep.
Oh, what you gonna say?
They come in your finances,
Yep.
your household, your wife, your kids, all of them acting like demons. Hey, man, Lord, you're going to get tried, man. If the Lord sent it in different ways, man, different tests. And to be on different levels, man.
Right.
The more you build up in the truth, the stronger your tests get, man.
Harder they get.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
It's like a video game. Each level,
That's
that's
right.
right. Each level,
Moses is stronger.
there you go.
That's right,
You
bro.
go hey, each level you attain,
The enemies are stronger, man.
each level you get higher, hey, that task or journey get harder and harder. You know what I'm saying? Your first level, you may have only 3 demons to face. Your next level, now you have 20 demons.
And plus the grunt.
That's right. The next level, you may have 1,000 demons. You know?
Yeah, plus the grunt.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we gotta. I just want to throw this in as a little quick jab. So we gotta keep our elders and our camp leaders up in prayer, man, because they don't know how they're level than us.
That's right.
So they catching higher trials and tribulations than us, man. We gotta keep them up in prayer, man.
That's right. That's right.
We gotta keep them up in prayer. Hey, we should be praying for the elders and the elders of the camp and the apostles daily, man.
Hey, that's right.
Daily. You shouldn't go a day without praying for these brothers, man, because they watching over our souls and they catching hell, man. They catching some of the hell before we catch it, man. A lot of it. And demons be plaguing them. So we got to keep, hey, I just want to throw that out there. Keep your elders and your camp leaders and apostles up in prayer, man, daily, man. Because they need it, man. They need it more than we do, man, because they on a higher level, so they catching higher tribulation, man.
I hardly ever pray for myself.
Yeah.
I'm always praying for the elders and the apostles. I hardly ever pray for myself, man. Unless I'm sick, I'll be like, Lord, touch my body, something like that.
Well, but this thing about it, you can't say that, certain people need it more than you do. We all need prayer.
I said,
But you still, even though we pray for our apostles and elders, you also got to pray for yourself also to keep you strong, so you can pray for the apostles and elders. You know what I'm saying? Because if you weak, then how you gonna pray for the apostles and elders? You got to stay strong to keep them strong also.
All right.
We shoulders for them to lean on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey,
you got to be up to par yourself, man.
So it goes in a full circle, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Spiritual circle,
that's right. We all pray for each other and build each other up, right? You know what I'm saying? We're a body, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All right, go ahead.
It said, verse 5 again, 12 and 5. It said, ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son,
See, that's the key right there. It says, ye have forgotten the exhortation. Meaning the word, the scripture, to build you up. A lot of y'all have forgotten the exhortation.
it said, my son, despise not the chastening of the Lord.
Yeah, don't despise the correction of the Lord, man. Go ahead.
Nor faint when thou art rebuked of him.
Yep, don't get weary and tired. Don't get weak. When you get rebuked by the Lord, it may even be through a brother you get rebuked. But that don't mean to start getting weak, man. Oh, man, forget them. They don't know me, man. No. Hey, through the Spirit, like we said, sometimes you have to lose in order to win. Even if you feel like you're getting rebuked wrongfully. Still, like the scriptures say, count it thankworthy that you suffer for YAHAWASHI, man. Or to suffer wrongfully for the Lord, man. Because, hey, that's going to happen too in the truth, man. You're going to suffer wrongly for the Lord. Hey, that's part of it, man. Go ahead, bro.
It said, for whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourges every son whom he receiveth.
Yep, scourges every son whom he receiveth. So ain't nobody going to come into the truth and not get punished by the Lord, or not get tried by the Lord, or not catch hell. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to slide through this truth on thin ice and make it to the kingdom. No, you're gonna get tried, man. You're going to get tried hard. Sometimes it may feel like your back up against the wall and there's no way out. That's when the Lord wants you to call upon him and trust him. Believe in him. That's what it's all about. Faith in the Lord, man. Do you really believe what you say you believe in? See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, if ye endure chastening, Yahawah dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the father chasteneth not? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then ye are bastards and not sons.
Being a fatherless child, man. The Lord call you a bastard if he ain't dealing with you. That's in the Bible. See what I'm saying? So if the Lord is not dealing with you, guess what? You're a bastard. The Lord is not dealing with you. You don't have a father. So a lot of you people in these churches, you bastards. And that's according to the Bible. You get mad all you want, hey, but the scripture said, you a bastard. He said he loves those that he chastises, man. And the son that discourages, man. So if you're not being punished by the Lord, well, guess what? You a bastard. See what I'm saying? And that's strictly from the Bible, man. That's not our word, that's the Lord's word. So if you're not catching hell, you a bastard. Point blank, period. Don't get mad at the messenger. We're just delivering the message of the Lord. All right. You know what I'm saying?
Don't shoot the message.
That's right, man. Hey, what they say on the Blues Brothers, hey, we just messengers of God. See what I'm saying? Which is the truth. Give me, y'all got something? Give me Acts chapter 5, start at verse 38.
Acts chapter 5, verse 38. It says, and now I said unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel of their work be of man, it will come to naught.
That's why a lot of you can't stop this you can't stop the word of YAHAWASHI, man. This is not man's program. This is the Lord's program. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It's verse 39. But if it be of the Most High, you cannot overthrow it. Least happy ye be found even to fight against the Most High. How?
Happy.
Yeah. Overthrow it, least happy you be found even to fight against the Most High.
Yeah, so when you try to stop this work of the Lord, you fighting against the Lord. You're not coming against us. You're coming against the Lord, man. This is the Lord's work. We out here doing the work of the Lord, man. This ain't of our own accord, man. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, and to him that agreed, and when they had called the apostles, and when they had called the apostles and beaten them, they commanded that they should not speak in the name of YAHAWASHI and let them go. It says, and they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for his name.
That's right. That's the mindset we got to be in, man. See what I'm saying? When people come against us, talking crazy, ready to fight us, hey, we got to be thankful that we're counted worthy to suffer for the Lord, man. See what I'm saying? It's a great honor and privilege to suffer for the Lord, man. When people come against you, that means you're doing the right thing.
Right.
See what I'm saying? But it takes a spiritual mind frame to understand that, man. A carnal man is not going to receive spiritual things. He's not going to look at it like that's a worthy thing to suffer for the Lord, man. Suffer for the Lord? What you mean? I don't want to lose. I want to be a winner. Boy, you're not being spiritual, man. Because sometimes you're going to lose. We got to suffer for the Lord, man. We got to. We got to be able to bear our own cross, man. We ain't dealing with our suffering that the Lord put before our face, man. It may seem like the world's going to end at that moment, but you got to keep your faith in the Lord, and He's going to deliver you out of that situation, man. Right. Hey, you could be on the verge of getting evicted, man. It could be. They can only give you, they can only give you 5 days to move. You ain't got no money. You ain't got no U-Haul. You ain't got no place to go. What you gonna do? Are you gonna give up on the Lord? No, you keep believing in the Lord and keep fighting. See what I'm saying? That the Lord may deliver you, man. I guarantee you, on that 4th day or that 5th and final day, when the chair come to your house, you need to vacate the premises now. I guarantee the Lord will make a way for you. See what I'm saying? The Lord always make a way out of no way, man. There's nothing impossible with YAHAWASHI, man. Go ahead, bro.
Psalms 34:17. It says, the righteous cry, and the Lord heareth, and delivereth them out of all their troubles.
That's good. Just because you go to church, does that make you righteous? No. Who are the righteous? First of all, you got to be an Israelite to be righteous.
That's right.
See what I'm saying? The Negro, Latino, Native Americans, even confusion of faith. Even if you got pale skin, you look like a white man, but your lineage goes back to Israel, you're considered righteous.
That's right.
See what I'm saying? But how are you righteous? You got to follow the laws, statutes, commandments of the Bible, man. You can't make yourself righteous. No, you have to follow the laws of the Lord in order to be considered righteous, man.
Right.
See what I'm saying? If you're eating pork, you're not righteous. You eating shrimp, crab, and lobster, you're not righteous. You commit adultery, you're not righteous. You're an Edomite, you're not righteous. Whether you're young or old. See what I'm saying? You commit adultery, you're not righteous. You worshiping, following these holidays, you're not righteous, man.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
It says, the Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart.
He said he is nigh, meaning close, unto them that has a broken heart, meaning a broken mind, meaning what? Spiritually, you're broken down. You know what I'm saying? He's nigh unto them. Who is that? Israel.
Right.
We're the people that's beat down and broken hearted, man. Meaning mentally. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And save it such as be of a contrite spirit.
Contrite meaning repentative. You gotta have a repentative spirit. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, many are the afflictions of the righteous.
Many are the afflictions of the righteous. It says many, not some or a few, but many. See what I'm saying? Like Paul said, I die daily, man. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It said, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers him out of all of them.
The Lord delivers him out of all of them, man. Why? Because you're trying to follow the laws, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability. You're not trying to follow your own agenda. You follow what's right with the Lord, man. With the Lord, love. You're trying to please him. Like the scripture we read earlier, he's a rewarder to them that diligently seek him.
That's right.
So even if you're facing adversity and tribulation, the Lord still gets you out of those situations, man.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Look at this out. This is Matthew 5 and 10. It says, "Blessed are they which persecuted for righteousness'
He
sake.
said, cursed are they.
Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake.
Those are wicked men.
Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness'
It
sake."
said, blessed are they when you are persecuted for righteousness' sake, man. Blessed. Matter of fact, hold that thought. Let's see. Persecuted. Definition. Persecuted. Meaning subject someone to hostility and ill treatment, especially because of their race or political or religious beliefs.
That's right.
That means oppress, abuse, victimize, ill treat, mistreat, maltreat, tyrannize, torment, torture, or martyr. So read that again, bro.
This is the book of Matthew 5 and 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness.
Blessed are they that are oppressed. Go ahead.
It says, for righteousness' sake.
Blessed are they that abuse. Blessed are they that are victimized. Blessed are they that are ill-treated.
movement on y'all.
Oh, okay, good. Blessed are they that maltreated.
Right there.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, come on, bro. Hey, blessed are they that are tyrannized. Blessed are they that are tormented. Blessed are they that are tortured. And blessed are they that are martyred for the Lord. Go ahead.
That's right, because that's just like what y'all people are doing right now, man. TD Fakes and Vocab Malone and all you mockers and scoffers. Hey, we blessed for the fact that y'all coming up against us, man. It let us know, just let us know we on the right path, man. Because we not doing this just to be great, for cool points. We doing this for righteousness' sake, man. We doing this to wake up the elect, man. We doing this for that heavenly reward, man. We doing this for righteousness, man. You know? It says, for righteousness' sake, it says, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Right, because we know that, hey, that's going to be our reward, man. Our reward is the kingdom of heaven, man, to be joint heirs with YAHAWASHI, man. That's our reward, man. And that's what we fighting for, man. Daily, you know? It says, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you.
All right, so when we go through persecution, man, we are blessed, man. All right? People confuse getting $1 million for being a blessing, man. But the scripture says when you persecuted, you are blessed, man. When you're going through all these different turmoils, man, you're blessed, man. For righteousness' sake, man. When you go and start suffering these different persecutions for righteousness' sake, you are blessed, man. You're considered blessed in the eyes of YAHAWASHI, man.
Right, bro.
All right, go ahead, bro.
But that takes to understand that you're being blessed, even when it seems like the whole world is against you. You have to have that spiritual mindset. Right? You gotta be spiritual to understand that, man. Because the carnal man is not gonna understand when people come against you. That means you're being blessed. See what I'm saying?
Right.
So, back to read that part about revile.
Matthew 5 and 11. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you.
Now that word revile means criticize in an abusive or angrily insulting manner. Like TDJ said, we're in that potato chip, what did it say? Potato chip, yeah, he said we're potato chip prophets or something, man. And so it says to criticize, censor, condemn, attack, castigate, lambaste, denounce. What else? That's great. It said denounce, slander, malign, vilify. They vilify us, call us villains.
Hey, all those synonyms apply to me in the GMS too, man.
Right.
You know, we the most hated camp in the world, man, because we tell people the unadulterated truth, man.
Right.
We don't bend it for nobody, man.
Yep.
So that's why we the most hated group, man. But we are blessed, man, according to the scriptures, man.
Right.
All right?
And how are we blessed? With the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man.
Right.
That's why we able to go into different scriptures and break them down the right way, man. It says to abuse, to knock, to slam, to pin, to crucify. See what I'm saying? So we're being crucified like the Lord, except we're not on a physical cross, we're being crucified on a spiritual cross. It says to roast, because they sure talk about it, they sure be roasting us, man. It says to diss, to pummel, to exorate, and to calumniate. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we're blessed by going through these things. We're suffering like the Lord suffered, man.
That's right.
So spiritually, they're putting crowns of thorns upon our head. Spiritually, they're spitting in our faces. Spiritually, they're mocking us. They're beating us. You know what I'm saying?
That's right, bro. And that's exactly, you one of them high Pharisees, man. We got to do something about the Israelites. That's what you were saying, man. And that was the beautiful thing that they brought out, man. That you came up with a council talking about you got to do something about the Israelites, man. Ain't nothing you can do, man, when YAHAWASHI ordained this, man. From the beginning.
What we read in Acts, if this word be of God, can no man overthrow it?
That's right, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
God.
Go ahead, bro.
It says, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake.
It said falsely. See what I'm saying? Because you can't speak a manner against a man, what does it say? Read that part again. I don't want to mangle it.
It says, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely.
See? Because you can't speak a manner of evil against a man truthfully. There's no such thing as truthful evil.
That's right.
See what I'm saying? So when you're slandering somebody, you're coming against them falsely. You see what I'm saying? Because you're bringing your lives to try and degrade this person's character. See what I'm saying? That's the same thing you're doing against us in the truth. Right. That's why a lot of y'all don't have no ammo against what you say. Oh yeah, those are rapists. But yeah, you don't see us raping nobody, man.
Right.
What have you seen? Speak a manner of evil against brethren falsely, and that's a big crime against the Heavenly Father. He takes that seriously about speaking bearing false witness against his men, man. He don't take this as men. Hey, you're willing to be put to death, man. That's really a right to be put to death.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Because you're coming against his men that's doing his work, that's speaking his word. So you're basically calling the Lord evil. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 12, it says, rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven.
But that's hard for the physical man to do, man. That's hard for a physical man to rejoice that you're suffering. Even for the Lord, man. Because the physicalness of your body starts to kick in. You know what I'm saying? You forget about spirituality. You thinking about yourself, your flesh. Oh man, he done hurt my feelings. No, man, you gotta rejoice. You know what? I'm a man of the Lord. Hey, that's a compliment for you to call me a false prophet.
That's right.
For water, thank you. And let me know I'm doing my job. See what I'm saying? Because you got liars out here that's preaching false doctrine, and you esteem them and put them on a high pedestal, and they lying to you. They cause you to be destroyed and killed by the Lord, man. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets which were before you.
That's right, and they did. Everywhere you read in the scriptures, everywhere you read in the scriptures, what did they do? They tried to put the men of the Lord to death, man. Some of them succeeded. They came against the men of the Lord, man. They spoke all manner of evil against the men of the Lord. They formed fools. Just like you had the wicked Pharisees, they took a vow to not to eat until Paul was put to death, man. That's serious, man. You hate a man so bad that you're willing not to eat, that you're willing to starve yourself until this man gets put to death. See what I'm saying? That's the same thing with some of us. Y'all hate us so bad. Hey, if the power was in your hands to kill us, y'all will come to the camp right now and blow our faces off, man. Because we speak against your wickedness and evil. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna start bringing the string or something. Tie around there, yeah. You know, so it won't fall, man. You know, and that's how some of y'all feel about us, man. Go ahead. Let's see on this.
Dang. Chapter 5, start at verse.
He said it's a scene.
James 5 and 10. It said, take my brethren, the prophets who have spoken in the name of the Lord, for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience. It said, behold, we cannot. This is like he said, behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the end of the Lord. And the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy. All right. So, hey, man, we have to take in consideration of the prophets of old who suffered for YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI, man. Like we said at the beginning, when we first opened, some of them suffered really bad deaths, man. You know, they're doing a lot, way more than we're doing right now.
Yep.
They were stoned, beheaded.
Severed.
You know, severed. What they said when you get tortured. They were jailed.
Hung
All right.
upside down,
That's right, man.
boiled, you know.
Put on the cross.
Yep.
They suffered some horrible death, all for the YAHAWASHI, man. And we're going to suffer some of those things when Jacob's trouble comes, man. Some of us are going to be put to death in the most horrible way, man. We just got to pray to the Lord that we can endure until the end, man.
Right.
Until our last dying breath.
Right.
All right? Because Esau got something for Jacob, man. All right? They got way more worse torture equipment than they did back in the day, man. Back in the ancient world. And John the Revelator said that he seen when the prophets were getting beheaded, man. I'm gonna find that. Y'all go ahead and find that.
All right, I got scripture. This is first. I got something. This is 1 Peter 4:12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. All right. It says, but rejoice in as much as ye are partakers of a Mashiach suffering. Right. So when we going through these things, don't be like, oh, what's going on? Oh, this is crazy. Why am I going through this? You going through this because YAHAWASHI had to suffer, man. So if he had to suffer, what is it for you? All right, we all gonna have to suffer, man. It says that when his glory shall be revealed, you may be glad also with exceeding joy. Right, man? Because we got to catch the hell on this side, man. All right? Just like YAHAWASHI called hell, man. Just like the prophets called it. We gonna have to suffer. We joint heirs, man. All right?
Hey, because man, we're going to come into some way worse times, man. So we're going to have to suffer even more trials and temptations, man.
Right.
The suffering is going to become greater, man. All right? Hey, give me that Jeremiah 30. We can start verse 6. You got that, brother?
Revelation 20 and 3. And cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled, and after that he must be loosed a little season. This is talking about Esau. You know what I'm saying? Esau and his system, the Roman Empire, because this is that 1,000 years that he's loose for a little season. See what I'm saying? This is the time that he's bringing hell upon Israel. See what I'm saying? Upon the nation. You know what I'm saying? He's going through this earth as being that red horse. You know what I'm saying? Bringing what? Death and destruction upon the world, man. Verse 4. And I saw a throne, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And judgment was given unto them, and I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of YAHAWASHI, and for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither have received his mark on their forehead or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach YAHAWASHI 1,000 years.
That's right, man. So, hey, when John the Revelator was really in the future, in these end time days, man, he saw the prophets get beheaded, man. All right? They were get beheaded for teaching YAHAWASHI, man.
That's right.
And coming against this system, man. So we're going to be suffering a great death in the future, man.
Right.
Some of us are going to get beheaded, man. Some of the men of the Lord are going to get beheaded, man. All right? And we seen a couple years ago how Esau had all those guillotines they were making, man.
They bought a million.
So we know this to be true, man.
Right.
That was like shit. That was back in 2000 and I think 14.
Yeah.
They had ordered, it was either 13 or 14. Yeah, they had ordered like 10,000 guillotines. So by now, I'm sure there's like 100,000 guillotines. You know what I'm saying?
But what do you think they're making those guillotines for, man?
It's showing to slice cheese or slice butter. It's to slice to your head like butter.
Man. That's
You know?
right, man. They're using old, ancient equipment, and they bringing it back, man. The scripture said there's nothing new under the sun, man. And that's a quick way to kill somebody, man.
That's right.
Give them the guillotine, instant death, man. They ain't got to waste their bullets.
And then they use the guillotine not only to cut your head off, but also to preserve your body so they can harvest your organs.
That's right, man. That's right.
You know?
So these things are going to happen, man. We're going to have to suffer for YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI, man.
That's right.
All right? There's no easy road when you come into this truth, man.
Right.
All right? Some brothers make it look easy, man, but they still going through it, man. I can guarantee it, man. 100 out of 100, they going through it, man. In some kind of way. It might not be financially, it might be mentally, man. Satan attacking brothers' minds, man.
Right.
And really, that's the worst cycle of torment, mental torment. Right? So we feel the verge of a mental breakdown.
All right? You got something, bro?
What you got?
Oh, yeah, bring it out for me.
This is the book of Jeremiah 30 and 7. At last, for the day is great, so that none is like it.
So, hey, this day is going to be great, man.
Start
So, can you find this?
I'm going to start at 1.
Yeah.
This is Jeremiah 30 and 1. It says, the word came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, thus speaketh the Lord, power of Israel, saying, write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. It says,
what's the book, man? That's the Bible, man. The scriptures, man. These holy words, man. All right, go ahead.
it says, for lo, the days come, saith the Lord, where I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah, saith the Lord, and I will cause them.
Where's that captivity at, man? That's in America, man.
That's right, bro.
So he's bring that captivity back, man. All right? Go ahead.
And I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. All right? It says, and these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. It says, for thus saith the Lord, we have heard the voice and were trembling of fear and not of peace.
All right, so that's peace coming to America, man.
Right.
There's no peace. Hey, they speaking of peace now. All you hear, peace, peace. That's all you hear the Christian churches teaching, peace, peace. Against that, man.
Right.
The scriptures speak against peace, man. Yahawashi said he is not come to bring peace, but a sword, man. All right, go ahead.
Well, the scriptures also said there's no peace to the wicked.
Right. It says, ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail.
All right. People, hey, this is explaining how people are going to be when this time period comes. They're going to have grown men. There's so much fear. It's like they're pregnant, man. It's going to hurt. They're going to be in so much fear and agony and distress, man. All right? Go ahead.
It says, and all their faces shall be turned into paleness.
Hey, have you ever seen cartoons when they get scared if white, they soul sometimes come out their body, man? Because they get so scared, man.
That's right, that's coming.
Hey, the Lord is animated, man, when he's telling you hey, the Lord cold, man. All right, go ahead, bro.
It says, at last, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time to take some trouble.
Hey, what's Jacob's trouble, man? Who is Jacob, man? What people is the Lord talking about right here, man? You bring that out for me,
Genesis,
this is who Jacob is right here, man.
this is Genesis 35 and 10. It said, well, I'm going to start at verse 9. It said, and the Most High Yahawah appeared unto Jacob again when he came out of Padan Aram and blessed him. And Yahawah said unto him, thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall not be called any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name. And he called his name Israel.
All right, so Jacob's name was changed to Israel. I just want to make that point, man. All right, so you hear us talking about Jake all the time. Hey, those are talking about Israelites, man.
Well, hey.
Those Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Go ahead,
Right, bro.
Verse 11 says, and Yahawah said unto him, I am Yahawah Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of nations shall be of thee, and kings shall come out of thy loins.
That's right, man. So he's talking about you Israelites, man.
Right.
You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And go back to that Jeremiah. You just read Jacob's trouble.
Jeremiah 30 and 7. At last, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
So it's a time of Israelite trouble, man. You Israelites are going to be in total distress, man.
Right.
And turmoil, man.
Hey, they're going to be like turtles too, people. When they're hell come, they're going to be ducking their head inside their shell, trying to hide, man.
That's right, bro.
That's right, man. Hey, so you Israelites, you're in for a rude awakening, man.
Right, man.
Esau got something special for you, man. All right? It's a such time that's done, like been on earth now. We've read about some terrible times in these scriptures, man.
That's right.
We've read terrible stories in these scriptures, man, of things that happened to the Israelites. This is going to be way worse than them, man. This is going to be the worst time since the earth has been created. All right? There's going to be nothing nice about this time, man.
Right.
People are going to be put to death on torture and beat, and great children are going to be killed. In the worst way, man. People are going to be eating people, man. These Gurkha troops are going to be raping men, man.
Right.
They're going to be raping your wife right in your face, man. While they got you tied down and raping you too, man. And your daughters and your sons, man. Things are going to get terrible, man. The Lord is going to show y'all why they call him Alishaji. He demon-like power, man.
Right.
He's going to show you, man, why they call him that, man. Why everybody in this spirit of having a good time, man. We're in a time of Jacob's trouble, man. We knocking on the door just opened, man. What's going to happen with Jacob when they come in the room, man? When Jacob's trouble is full blast. All right? Y'all got something? You got something?
I'm going to the apartment to the edge. Ezra 15 and 17. It said, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not. Because you're going to do, hey, that's going to be all cut off, man. There's going to be wickedness on the earth everywhere, man. All hell is going to break loose, man. All right? Israel going to get it. All right? And these other nations.
And it also means, hey, when they call the street, ain't no food going to be able to come to your city.
That's right, bro.
So it's going to be starvation everywhere, man. People going to be eating cannibalism. It's going to be on a rise, man. I seen some videos from what's happening in Venezuela, man. From people from land, people are putting it on the grill, man. Because they have no food. it's a rainforest, man. It's continual fruit down there, man. But they ain't got no food, man. Just let you know it's attacking of Esau, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, well, because their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and all men shall be afraid.
All men shall be afraid, man. Not just one man. All men shall be afraid, man. So all y'all that's not covered by YAHAWASHI, hey, man, you in trouble, man.
Right.
I got something for you.
All right?
This, the bro said that, you know, a lot of us gonna suffer, a lot of us gonna be tortured, you know what I'm saying? And this is the account in the Maccabees, you know what I'm saying? The Maccabees brothers. This is 2 Maccabees chapter 7, verse 1. It came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh and were tormented with scourges and whips. And the king at this time, I think it was Antiochus Epiphanes, you know what I'm saying, who was the Edomite, so-called self-proclaimed white man. It said, but one of them that spake first said thus, what wouldest thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die rather than to transgress the laws of our fathers.
That's right, man. Hey, they was ready to die to come up against the YAHAWASHI's word, man. Right. And that's how we're going to have to be, man. We're going to have to be in that spirit of put me to death before I transgress what the law, man. Do something against what the Lord told me to do, man.
Because this king was trying to make them eat swine flesh, which is big. And
but we think it's so simple, though.
Yep.
That's the sin that Jake loves to do, man. But they wouldn't even transgress that now. They don't want anything. That's serious right there. Right.
And it said, verse 3, then the king being enraged, commanded pans and cauldrons to be made hot. Do you know what pans and cauldrons are? Those are big ass pots to boil stuff in. It said to be made hot because he'll finna get ready to boil them, man. Boil them alive.
That's right.
And it said, which forthwith being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first. So the first Maccabean brother, this king was commanded that his tongue be poured out, man. And it said, and to cut off the outmost part of his body.
Man, I mean, he's gonna cut off his Johnson.
Yep.
Right.
All right.
Man, this is what happened in the slavery days.
That's
man.
right, man.
And it said the rest of his brethren and his mother looking on. They was in here watching this happen, man.
Right.
Like bro said, hey, your family, your wife, your kids is gonna be raped and beaten right in front of you, man.
That's right.
And it said now, when he was thus maimed and all his members, he commanded him being yet alive to be brought to the fire and to be fried in the pan. And as the vapor of the pan was for a good space dispersed, they exhorted one another with the mother to die manfully, saying thus, the Lord God looketh upon us, and in truth has comfort in us, as Moses in his song, which witness to their faces, declared, saying, and he shall be comforted in his servants. So when the first was dead after this manner, they brought the second to make him a mocking stock. And pulled off the skin of his head with the hair, so that goes to show you that Gad was the one that created scalping. It was your Edomites, man. It said, and when they had pulled off the skin of his head with the hair, they asked him, wilt thou eat man, before thou be punished throughout every member of thy body? But he answered in his own language, being in the Hebrew, and said, no. Wherefore he also received the next torment in order as the former did, man.
And that man had the fear of the Lord on their life, man, unto death. That's why the scripture says, strive for the truth unto death, man. His brother died, man. Then they came in there and skinned. He went through torture, man.
But still did denounce YAHAWASHI, man.
That's right, man.
All right. Hey, man, you like, y'all got to rent. Man, y'all gonna pay, man. Y'all gonna pay, man. All right? In the kingdom, y'all gonna pay, man.
Hey, y'all gonna pay on this side too.
That's right.
When all hell break loose, man, y'all gonna pay on this side too, man. You know, especially when the Lord puts the spirit on his men, man. Man, we're gonna rip y'all from limb to limb, man.
Right. Beat you with it.
See, those are just 2 accounts. I could have read the rest of the 5, but you brothers can read that on your own. The second Maccabees, the 7th chapter. That's a heavy chapter, man.
Yeah.
Just showing how our brethren suffered, you know what I'm saying, for YAHAWASHI, man. One brother had his tongue ripped out. They cut his genitals off, cut his fingers and feet off. They tortured and maimed him. Then the other one got scalped. They pulled his skin off, like you see on Hannibal, when he took, cut his brain and peeled it back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They did him the same way, scalped him, and then asked him to still eat the swine's flesh. And he said, hell no. See what I'm saying?
Right. Hey, man, they suffer for YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI, man.
Right.
All right? And some terrible times are coming. And they said it's going to be worse than anything on this earth. It's going to be worse than that, man.
Right.
The torture equipment that Esau got now is going to be way worse than that, man.
Right.
You know, I got a visual picture of what just happened, man.
Yep.
To them brothers, man.
And
It made me damn near tear up, man.
And see, that's going to happen again on a large scale. And instead of Esau offering swine flesh, he's going to offer that chip. That's why it's going to be so important for you brothers not to take that chip.
That's right.
He's going to say, take this chip or you should die. Well, so be it. Die. Kill me. You know what I'm saying? After you kill me, man.
That's right.
Do what you got to do. I'm not going against you. How about this?
That's right, bro.
That's the spirit you brothers need to have, man.
That's right.
Because it's coming down. It's literally actually coming down to that, man. See what I'm saying? What you gonna do? You gonna go against the Lord to keep your job and take that chip just to eat? Right? See what I'm saying? It's literally finna come down to it, man. Right, you know?
That's right, bro. That's why we gotta build our faith up now, man. We gotta
pray to the Lord for faith.
Yeah, man. Because that chip might come around and you say, I'm not going to take the chip, and then your kids start dying off, man. You got to be strong, and these people were strong in the faith, man. These brothers were strong in the faith, man. They didn't fear death, man. They were willing to die for YAHAWASHI, man, to keep his commandments, man.
Hey, faith come by hearing the word.
Right.
So the more you in your scriptures, the bigger your faith will be, man. You can't have strong faith, but not in your scriptures, man.
Right.
All right? It's not going to work that way, man. Hey, find that scripture, faith come by hearing the word, man. That's not easy. Yeah, we'll probably close out a bit.
Romans 10 and 17.
Romans 10 and 17. All right.
I'm bad, brother. The book of Romans 10 and 17. So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High.
All right, so hearing of the word of the Most High, man.
So how you gonna hear it? You know what I'm saying? You gotta hear from the words of the Lord's man. That's right. You know what I'm saying? That's
Satan, man.
And of the Satan. So you can tell that was a demon that walked by and pushed it over, man. That was a person's fall. That fell straight forward, man. That's all right. That's cool right now. I'm about to close out.
All right, it's faith from my hearing of the word, man. So, hey, when these prophets break down these scriptures to you, you got to be able to hear them, man. And the only people that are going to hear it are the elect, man. The elect are the only ones that are going to have faith, man. All right? Everybody can't just have faith, man. The elect are the only ones that are going to have faith.
Well, the scripture say that faith is the gift from YAHAWASHI. Right? Faith is the gift of God, man.
All right, go ahead. Hey, you got anything else? All right. With that, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor
To Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakakadas.
double honors to our apostles and our elders of Great Millstone, and love and peace and salutation to you hopes and that brothers around teach the truth from the globe. Shalom, man.
Hey, Shalom.
Hey, shalom to you, Archimon, on coming for us.
Shalom, brothers.